Warren. As a 30-year veteran of the outdoor industry and devoted conservationist, the original Texas angler and outdoor television icon has hunted around the world and across America, showing you big game, educating outdoorsmen, and uniting all hunters. That's Keith Warren, and this is The High Road.
It's middle November and it is cold, really cold up here in Montana. The weather, you look out here, it looks pretty warm, but it's not warm at all. Ron and I are up here on what we call a deer hunt. The cool thing about hunting in the Bear Paw Mountains is that it's so game rich that it's got both a great population of whitetail and a great population of mule deer. And although that most people hear about the mule deer all the time, and that's what brought me up here years ago, for the first time, it's the whitetail that really intrigued me. It seems like the longer I keep coming up here, the more and more whitetail start popping up, and it's not uncommon at all to see some big 220, 240 pound bodied bucks running around as you're hunting for mule deer. And the cool thing about it, when you draw a deer tag up in the Bear Paws, that means that you can hunt either species. You can hunt a white-tailed deer or a mule deer.
Well, they're back again, and every time it's an adventure.
This is so good! I can't believe it! Look at the size of this whitetail buck! And I'll be back next year too. And hopefully you will too.
I don't know how cold it is out there, but it's doggone cold. If you come here on a hunt, it's mid-November right now. If you come here on a hunt, you're going to spend time in a man cave. Every hunter likes a man cave, especially a man cave like this. This is Ron Coburn. He's the CEO of Savage Arms, and we're going deer hunt today.
We are. And we're not quite sure what to expect because it's a wealth of animals out here. I've been here before with you. We've always had a good time. And what we see out there is whatever turns up.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to this.
We're going to have a good time. Go ahead and get your rifle. And our ride is waiting for us out there.
Okay.
Mid-November now, and these guys are hitting it just perfect. The deer are rutting, whitetail, mule deer, chasing does. Perfect time to hunt. Normally our hunts are about 5 days long, but for Keith and Ron, they like to shoot.
That's a hot load right there. All right, I knew y'all had something planned. Oh, double trouble here. I'm telling you, double trouble.
First day we went out, we had a heck of a day. I mean, we covered a lot of pretty country. We saw some deer, we saw some activity, but we heard that the weather was coming in. It was going to get cold that night and probably snow. I mean, if you want to just come kill a deer, you probably don't want to come here. But if you want to kill the right deer, a mature deer, I mean, a deer that's old, well, you probably want to come here because Chris is the kind of guy that he doesn't want somebody to come up here just to kill a deer. He wants you to come up here and have a good time and take the right deer. And so he's managing this place for trophies, and that's what he's growing, trophy deer.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Gamma Precision Air Rifles, Glock, Oil-Filled Camo, and Heartcraft Hunting Products. Off-Power Polaris presents Viewer Feedback.
This is a good one. It's short, but it's a good one. It comes to me from somebody by the name of Jesse. I really like your show, and I was wondering if you could give me any tips on how to adjust a scope while you're in the field. Jesse, first off, I want to encourage you to go to our website. We've got our own YouTube channel, and we've got videos on there that will help you, instructional pieces on how you can adjust a scope. I don't adjust the scope in the field. I adjust the scope at the rifle range on a bench rest, so I know doggone sure that my rifle's on. In the event that I have to make an adjustment in the field, I always want to make sure that it's safe downrange, I've got a good backstop, and more importantly, I've got a really, really good rest so I can shoot and make sure my gun is still zeroed in. If it's not, we'll change it up and make sure it's zeroed in. But safety is the primary importance, and again, very seldom do I check my gun out in the field. I'm always checking it at the rifle range. Now, if I get out in the field, I'm going to take a shot just to make sure it's on. But before I do that, I make sure I have a really, really solid rest. All right, Ron, I'm just gonna lay mine right here and you go ahead and get started. Tell them what we're doing.
Well, we got a 100-yard target out here. We got actually 3 targets. A man target, very small head, 2-inch diameter, and we got 2 targets just above that. We're both shooting the lightweight hunter. The lightweight is in 5.5 pounds, which doesn't seem like a big deal until you start humping over these mountains, 6,000 feet. And you'll be really glad you got a light hunter that's still got performance, and that's what we've got. You've got the 270, and I've got the 6.5 Creedmoor, which is a new bullet from Hornaday. Only this one here at 140 grains is pushing over 2,700 feet a second, so it's screaming.
Both Keith and Ron are shooting the new lightweight Savage rifles, and it's going to be interesting to watch them shoot those guns.
That one do it? Okay, so here we go.
Beautiful.
One more.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay, buddy. Now it's your turn.
How was it?
Very tight group. Well done. Great
Good.
shooting. I've had the good fortune of hunting with Savage now for 25 years. And over the years, I've had to get out in the field by necessity to check the product out, to use it, to compare it with competitors, to talk to riders, certainly talk to outfitters, guides, and they help us develop the next new product for Savage.
Yeah, I knew I pulled one shot. Huh.
Yeah, but your group is great for distance. I mean,
Look at that.
you're at 100 yards, just a little bit of an inch above again, both those 2 shots afterwards. I look at vertical, so I wouldn't change the thing. I'd leave it right where it is. I stitched mine center,
Yep.
and then one above, one below, just to get a sense that I could do that, and it's given me a reasonable pattern, so I'm comfortable with that as well. The thing I realize is not just the caliber, and not just the ease of maintenance, but also weight. Weight is a major factor, especially after 4 hours with a rifle on your back. We start off with the premise, that is, let's make it light enough to be practical, but let's not give up performance. So the lightweight hunter was to bring a rifle to market at 5.5 pounds. And with a scope, about 6 pounds of weight. And with that, we could put any caliber that we offer, from .223 all the way out to 300 Win Mag. We were able to do that. So I'm very pleased to be out here actually with that rifle and using it in that situation. In fact, the last couple of days, we've had to walk up over mountains looking for signs of animals. And I'm glad now that I'm carrying something that's that light, but that easy to use and that safe.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Reconnaissance Game Cameras, Savage Arms, Grizzly Cartridge Company, and Jarden Consumer Solutions, makers of the Game Saver. This program is dedicated to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, past, present, and future.
Looks like it's going to be a great morning. It snowed last night, it's cold out, it's perfect conditions, the rut's kicking in. It's going to be a great day.
The way you hunt around here is you cover a lot of ground. I mean, it's hundreds of thousands of acres, and the only way you can really do so and do it effectively is via a vehicle. And Chris knows this place like the back of his hand. Heck, he was raised here. He's the 5th generation rancher here, so they know the area intimately. And we started driving around, and it didn't take long. We came up over a ridge, and all of a sudden, wham! About 300 yards from where I'd shot a great big fat old buck, whitetail buck, the previous year. There's 2 whitetail bucks standing there. It's like, what do you want to do, Coburn? Ronda's shooting a Model 11 lightweight Savage rifle, but it's in a caliber I'd never actually seen perform before. It's a 6.5 Creedmoor. It's about like a 250 Savage. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it'll do on this whitetail. And the whitetail's out there past 200 yards. He's a big-bodied deer standing broadside.
I'm on it. Let's try to stop him.
Hey! There you go. Good shot.
There you go.
Good shot.
There you go.
Him up over the hill.
Going over the ridge, he's hit.
Yep, you can see it. Wow, got it.
Good job.
Put it there, partner.
Thank you. Great guide. Your first thing in the morning was 7 o'clock.
Good job.
Good spotting.
Now this is about 300 yards from where I shot my big buck last year.
Yeah, but mine's bigger.
After he hit him, I mean, it was clear. You could hear the whop. And the buck, he takes off, he humps up, he takes off, goes up over the ridge and acted like he was going one way, then he went the other way and then out of sight. Okay, there's no doubt about it, he got him. And the blood trail was unbelievable. I mean, it was clear that that load did the job on a great big body Montana whitetail.
I never expected to get a whitetail. Come up
No.
here for mule deer. And look at this
You
thing.
gotta expect it.
Wow.
That's a nice deer.
Look at that.
Look at him.
Woo! Look at this. Little split right here.
What do you say?
Ready?
That is an
Thank you,
old,
my
that is an
friend,
old
my
deer.
guide.
That is an
It
old
is
deer.
an old deer. Look at
That's
that.
what we want.
I was stoked. I couldn't believe how big the body on the deer was. I mean, the antlers were great too, but the body is just a big, fat, big-bodied neck deer. Just the kind of deer that we try to take up here. Big, old trophy deer. And this whitetail, well, he was big and he was old. And to us, well, he was a trophy.
It's perfect.
That's a nice guy.
Look how old he is, too.
Look at this.
Can I touch it?
Proper split here too. Yes. Polished off nicely. Look at this.
What a surprise, huh?
What a hell of a way to start the morning.
I
Right?
mean, it was, you know, we had a nice day yesterday, but we've had a great day so far today.
Yes.
I should have known it wasn't going to take Ron long to harvest a good, mature buck. He loves to have a great time when he comes out here, and he was able to shoot a very nice, mature deer.
Let me feel his weight. Yeah, he's a big body. He's going what? 200, 225?
Oh yeah, he's a big.
Look
big
how
deer.
dark this is here,
Big
too.
deer, old deer, old deer.
Magnificent animal, probably 225 pound body, certainly a 130, 135 inch white-tailed buck. Excellent, tremendous, couldn't be happier.
Now this right here is a 6.5 Creedmoor.
Creedmoor, yes. A lot of people hand-loaded those for years. I really liked it. Took a while to catch on commercially. Hornaday was the first one to bring a commercial. Brought it to us. It's perfect for our new product. This is our long-range rifle in a 5.5 pound package.
A 6.5 is equivalent to about a 250 Savage then, probably.
That's about the right equivalent. Here's one right here, as you can see.
Okay. Boy, look at that.
Yeah.
A long aerodynamic bullet that
put a whopping on that whitetail.
Yeah,
buck.
every shot, one shot kill. I'm really pleased with this bullet.
Tell me how you feel about Chris Faber now that this is done.
I love him even more.
You're a pretty good guy, Faber. Here, I got a ritual I got to do with him every time.
Keep going. You are going.
That's the only time I'm going to be on top.
Keep going. Keep going. He's down. He's down. Okay, he got me. He got me. 2 on 1. I got him. I got him. I got him. It's all mine. It's mine. Help me.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Striker Crossbows, Half Power Polaris, Burt Coyote's Luminoc and Lumineros, the new supercharged scent killer by Wildlife Research Center, Beyond 99%, and BSA Optics.
So I spend a lot of my time dealing with corporate issues, including attorneys, bankers, and I need my therapy. When I get out of the office, I need to do something that's about me, but I enjoy to do, somewhat selfish. One of the most fun things I like is prairie dog shooting.
Oh yeah, baby. Good job. Ron and I both like shooting prairie dogs. It's what he calls good therapy. We found out that even in the snow, the prairie dogs will show up. Oh yes, 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 he got it. Oh yes, yes, yes. Look at the one to the left of that, Ron.
Hold on, 100 yards. There you go.
One of the best things about coming up here is you just get to see a lot of deer. I mean, both whitetail and mule deer, but you really never know when you're looking at a deer, is that going to be the last mature deer that I see this trip or not? And so I have a saying that I go by, and I try to go by it anyway. It's I shoot on the first day what I'd shoot on the last day. And all of a sudden we're walking down this fence line. It's getting close to dark, and there's a big field off on our left. And it's just covered in mule deer.
We just dropped right down there, picked a position. Keith got on it, got steady, got his rifle up on his arm, had a good rest position. We just hunkered down behind him, watching this unfold right in front of us.
Let's just sit here and be patient for a while.
There was a buck down there that I just kept looking at, and like, he was lovesick. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that deer, except he was lovesick. He knew we were there. He saw us, but he didn't care. That doe had him preoccupied. Let me tell you what, the more I looked at him, the better the deer got. And he's doing everything right. He is doing classic rutting behavior, and Coburn goes, you ought to take him, you ought to take him. I'm thinking, I ought to take him, I ought to take him. So I decided to take him.
He knew we were there, he saw us, he actually stopped and looked at us twice, but he had a job to do and he'd come back to us later. So he stayed with the doe, followed the doe out. Finally, everything opened up perfectly for Keith. He took the shot.
He doesn't even pay attention to us. Got him.
Yes, sir. Nice one. Nice one.
Got him.
Straight down.
What do you think of that?
Hey, yo! Nice single shot kill. What's that, 170, 175?
Keith's hunt really worked out well. We only had a little bit of time left in the day to harvest that deer, and I put him on a great mature mule deer, and it worked out really nice.
There he is right there. Oh, man. Looky here. What a beautiful deer. A lovesick buck. Look at here.
He knew you were there, but he was busy.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Look at that. He's a nice deer. Beautiful buck.
The colors on him.
Look how tall he is. Thank you.
Good call.
Thank you very much. I mean,
Look at this.
we wound up, we have seen a ton of deer, and the rut, we're hitting it just right. Hey, Chris, looky here, buddy. I mean, all day long, it probably didn't get over, how high you think?
He might have got to 20, Bonnie.
I mean, yeah, balmy. I mean, real nice, and the rut is cranked on. I mean, the whitetail are going crazy, the mule deer are going crazy, and this one, look at him, he's pretty. He's got brow tines. He's tall, relatively heavy. I mean, this is just a nice, respectable buck for up here. And to have all that rutting activity on video before we took him, that's what I like.
It was real special to have Ron and Keith come out as friends and be able to both harvest a deer on the same day. Ron harvesting a great whitetail in the morning, and then Keith harvesting a great mule deer right before dark. Just really neat to have people come out that are friends and be able to spend time together and harvest a great deer.